Sometime today, you'll laugh. Maybe you already have. A friend says something and out it comes. This strange involuntary bark of sound. Ha ha ha. Your breath chopping itself into pieces, your face pulling into a shape you didn't choose. Now here's something strange. You almost certainly didn't laugh at a joke. Most laughter isn't a response to humor at all. And you laugh far, far more when someone else is in the room than when you're alone. So why do you laugh? Why does your body have a built-in noise that fires off mostly when other people are near, and barely at all when they're not? The answer changes everything you think you know about humor, your friendships, and what laughter is actually for. Let's start by destroying the obvious assumption that we laugh because things are funny. In the 1990s, a scientist named Robert Provine decided to do something almost no one had done. Instead of studying laughter in a lab, he followed people around in the real world, malls, sidewalks, parties, and simply recorded what was said right before someone laughed. What he found was almost embarrassing. The overwhelming majority of laughter didn't follow jokes at all. It followed completely ordinary lines. "I'll see you later. Are you sure? Look, it's Andre." People weren't laughing at comedy. They were laughing in conversation, punctuating their own sentences, filling the spaces between words. And the speaker, he found, often laughs more than the listener. You laugh at your own ordinary sentences all day and never notice. This wasn't a reaction to something funny. This was something else entirely, wearing humor as a disguise. So if it's not really about jokes, where did this strange sound even come from? To find out, you have to go back, long before language. Provine noticed something about the sound itself. That ha 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 is your breath, broken into chops. And there's another animal that makes almost exactly that sound during one specific activity: play. Tickle a young chimpanzee or a gorilla, or even, it turns out, a rat, and it makes a panting rhythmic sound, the evolutionary ancestor of your laugh. Laughter is the noise of rough and tumble play. It's the sound an animal makes to say, "This isn't a real fight. We're safe, keep going." That's why being tickled makes you laugh. It's mock danger, a fake attack from someone you trust, and it's why you cannot tickle yourself. There's no one else there. The whole point of the signal is that it's social. Laughter is older than language. It's older than humanity. It's a sound we were making, in the dark, in play, long before we had a single word. This wasn't invented by comedy. Comedy just learned to pull a trigger that was already there. Which brings us to what laughter is really for. Because if it's not about jokes and it only really happens around others, then its true job is hiding in plain sight. Connection. Provine found that we laugh around 30 times more in the company of other people than we do alone. 30 times. Laughter is almost never a solitary act. It is, at its core, a social sound, and it's contagious. One genuine laugh can sweep through a room and pull everyone in, whether or not they heard what was said. There aren't even recorded cases of laughter spreading through whole groups like a wave, unstoppable, with no joke behind it at all. Think about what that does. When you laugh with someone, you're sending a signal that doesn't need words. I'm at ease with you. I'm not a threat. We're on the same side. It's a bond, formed in an instant that you don't have to think about or mean to make. It's why laughing with a stranger can feel, for a second, like knowing them. It's why the hardest laughter happens with the people closest to you. Laughter was never really about what's funny. It was about who you're with. So that sound you'll make today, that helpless, breathless, slightly ridiculous noise, isn't a reaction to a clever joke. It's one of the oldest tools your species has for saying you're safe with me. A call from deep in our animal past, from play fights in the dark, that we still use, every single day, to stitch ourselves to the people around us. You think you laugh because something's funny, but really you laugh because you're not alone, and somewhere underneath it, you're still that young animal, tumbling in the grass, panting out the oldest message there is: stay, play, we're together.